Hello and welcome back to my channel. Let's talk this week about gun control. And I'm going to do so with the only person I know who can have a civil conversation about it, myself. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for having me. Everything in this video is scripted from a conversation I legitimately had with my older brother. It'll just be reenacted by myself. And for the sake of today's video, I am going to represent the liberal side of the conversation, and I will be representing the conservative side of this debate. Without any further ado, let's get started. You can't stop bad guys from getting guns. You'll just make it harder for good guys to defend themselves. I think requiring a deeper and more extensive background check may take an extra day for good guys to still get that firearm that they were wanting, while the people who've had the police called on them and a report filed 30 to 40 times may get flagged in the system as this guy may cause trouble. Unless there's something in your specific history that you're worried about them finding, in which case, are you really a good guy who's getting a gun? They'll just get them illegally. If we're requiring a deeper, more extensive background check and paperwork filed with every gun sale, then the good guys and the responsible, respectable gun owners will not just be selling to anybody. They'd be going through the proper channels, making sure that the next person who receives that gun is also past that background check and are respectable, responsible good guys. Thus, we can cut down on who gets guns from where. But what about illegal immigrants? Most illegal immigrants flew into this country and we checked them at the airport. They were here on visa and just overstayed. The rest of them crossing the border from Mexico are usually trying to escape the life that they had and search for better opportunity. They're not bringing guns with them. Why do you have to make this about race? You just did. We're not getting guns from Canada. We need to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. How do you think you'll fare against a tank? Grenade launcher? Helicopter? Nuclear missile? Good luck fighting that government. But the Second Amendment was written about having a state-regulated militia to protect the state's rights against a tyrannical government. Would you like to be part of a regulated state militia? The Constitution was always designed to be malleable. The Founding Fathers had the foresight to realize that things weren't going to stay the same forever. So maybe it's okay to now revisit and revise that Second Amendment to go along with the times that we're in now. But the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. An FBI study actually showed that your good guy with a gun is basically a unicorn. They're only actually responsible for stopping 3% of mass shootings. You're actually 10% more likely to stop the guy if you're unarmed. By the time you get your gun out, you've labeled yourself as a target and they've already been aimed, prepped, and are shooting. You likely die first and they take your ammo. Should arm teachers with guns so that they can stop these mass shooters before the police even have a chance to get there. Imagine, if you will, that your job is to care for these kids and give them the tools necessary to build the best future for themselves. One day, Jimmy shows up and just starts shooting everyone. You always knew he was a little off, but now you're in shock because you never thought he was gonna be this bad. You open your drawer of your desk where your gun is hidden and reach your hand in. Jimmy spots you, and he shoots you before you can even get your hand on the trigger. I would rather have a gun and hope to save my family. And you could still get a gun to try. But if you've never shot a man before, I don't know why you think it would be so easy. These mass shooters are deranged, estranged, and disassociated with other humans. They've likely talked themselves into it starting really small, with torturing bugs and lizards and other small animals. Kids start off with harming puppies and kittens that are defenseless, working their way up to people. And you, a good guy who has never had to kill anything before this moment, in the hopes that you'd never have to actually defend yourself, think that it was gonna be so easy? You could still try, as long as you passed the extensive background check to arm yourself with a weapon. If more people had guns, more good guys with guns would be able to stop these bad guys with guns. Every other country has responded to a mass shooter problem by making them harder to get for civilians and or banning them entirely. America's already taken the opposite approach, as America already owns more guns than every other country combined. There are 310 million guns in the United States. That is more guns than residents in the United States. I'd say we already tried more guns to solve the issue, and we've already failed quite miserably. I just think it's time to try something else. Well, thanks for joining me and being the other side of this conversation. Thanks again for having me. I'll buy you coffee later. I'll take you up on that. Bye, guys. That's all for this week's video. Be sure to like this video if you liked it. Leave a comment down below if there's something else that I missed you could add to this debate. And check the description down below to links to my Facebook, Twitter, gaming channel, and Twitch, as well as links to any of the statistics, studies, and news articles that I've covered in this video. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already for more videos much like this one. That is all for this week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Now you can be in this video. You just couldn't be in there during the scripted bits, but they want to see you too. They miss you. Say hi. Guns aren't necessarily bad. Bad people are bad. How do we keep guns out of the hands of bad people? I agree.